Okay, now we're outputting. Well, maybe we're live this time. We'll see. Let's go back here and see. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Maybe we are. We might be live. This thing is not user friendly. Put it that way. Your channel. So it's popping up on the channel, but it's not letting me. It says I'm live. I can't see the video though, so if you're here with me, throw me a comment. But I don't know what it's doing. So I've got everything. It's built the video. It's built the stream, but I can't watch the stream. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It says I'm stream outputting, but it did not go onto YouTube. I mean, it did. Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Public. No. Save. Okay. So. Okay. All right. Now we're live. All right. Now we're live. This thing, I don't know about this. It's okay. So somewhere in my setting here, when I set the thing up, I didn't put public, I guess, on this stream output. So it outputted, but it wasn't public. So it's what public on YouTube, and it seems to be working fine now. So, anyways, I'll see if anybody joins in. So one thing I do notice, I can close this, I think, and we should be able to go into our YouTube app. Maybe. Go to my YouTube. See the stream live. Okay, there it is. Good. Okay. Chat from my phone. Okay. That worked. Well, this works. So it's not easy. Basically, what I've done is I've using the Creators app, Sony's Creators app with the FX30. I can stream output wirelessly from the FX30. It's Bluetooth to my phone, and from the phone, it's uploading to YouTube. That's basically what's happening here, and it's working. It's a little temperamental, though. I will say that it did not want to connect easily, and I had to go into the phone creator app and clean up some things, go back and reset. Every time you start a new stream, you got to reset it, go back in. But it seems to be working right now. So, um, anyways, if you're here, say hi, shoot me a comment. I'm playing it twice, so I've got it both places here on my computer and on my phone. So, I don't know, just trying to test this out, trying to see how it works. So hopefully it's all working good. Everything's looking good to you guys. Should be a pretty clean little stream. The I can't do StreamYard with this one because this one is going to be. I need the third party software to get this all together on that, but definitely be handy. Like they say, you can do this streaming from say outside or from a different remote location. As long as you got cell service, it's good enough to upload a video. We're good to go. So we could be essentially doing this anywhere we want, and that's kind of cool to be able to set the camera up, use the camera and the lenses as my streaming ability, and through the phone app it does work. I'll keep messing with it, keep trying it. We'll do some impromptu lives just to test it out, see where it's at, how it's working. Going to be kind of interesting to mess with and play with. So, anyways, if you're watching, say hi. Shoot me a comment. Let's see here. Sounds like audio's working good. Picture looks good everywhere on the feed here. We pop it into full screen. I mean, my lighting's a little terrible because I got the light too far to my left. But ultimately, it's looking pretty good. It's not too bad. Anyways, yeah, I've been just up in the studio today, kind of messing around, trying to get some stuff figured out. Try to get a video idea together. I've got a lot of things I want to do, want to shoot, but just haven't. I do have one. I do need to get on and film the setup. I was going to try to do that today. Ran out of time messing with this. I did just do the update on the FX30 to 5.02. I was on 3, so I missed a couple updates back in there. Just never updated it. And the other one to know about is the 24105 had an update from like 2 years ago, and I never updated it. I don't know why, but I think it's because I was on a Mac M1, and Sony's got a pretty good instructional layout of how to get the Mac M1 to update those settings, so and get their updater working. So that was something kind of cool to see. So I did do that. I got the M1 to update the A7R2. I didn't update the A7R2. Updated the 24105 on the A7R2 through a USB cord, and it did work. So that was good to see. Let's see here. What do we got? Anyways, hit that like button if you're here. It's always good to see a like on the thing. Let's see here. Here, somebody hit the like. I got 2 likes now. Hey, you guys are out there at least. Thank you very much. Okay, so what else? What else we got going on here today? I've just been messing around, just goofing off up here in the studio, trying to get things figured out, trying to get things updated. I need to tidy up some more stuff up here, get more stuff up on display. I've got a new monitor set up. I'll show that to you real quick. Yeah, loosen this guy up. A little bit of a mess here. There we go. Come on. I'm waiting on the delay. There we go. Dr. Pepper. Anyways, we got the little widescreen LG right there, and that's a Sony InZone H3. Trying the vertical layout for now. We'll see. I don't know why it's turned off. The Mac just doesn't do a good job with. The Mac just doesn't do a good job outputting video outputs very well natively. So it has trouble. I don't know why the second monitor turned off. Oh, it looks like actually, maybe it came unplugged. I don't know. Maybe. That could be it. So. Let's see here. Go ahead and shut this one off. All right. Well, I'll finish my post to the Sony community forum about the app's reliability and setting it up. Kind of a pain in the butt writing up a post on that. Sony's, they've got a great product, but their app control just is horrible. It's just I don't know what it is, but it's a lot better than it used to be. They did improve it significantly. One of the things, if you don't have an FX30, FX3, one of the cinema cameras, the monitor control app on the phone is freaking awesome. Now I can't show it to you right now because we're in streaming mode on the FX30, but it is cool that this does it. But the monitor control app is like a full-on remote control for your camera. Lets you into the menus. You can change the lens or your all your shoot settings. I mean, you can do everything from it, and it works really, really good. And that's something you don't get on the photography camera side of it. If you have one of the more modern photo cameras, you don't get that functionality out of it. But it does work good. And this, so far, the Creators apps, I mean, it's working. I don't have any problems here. It's I'm mainly just trying to stay on because last time it crashed out. It didn't complete the stream. It like crashed out, and I was messing with the microphones. And from what I could hear on my end, I had no audio. But when I went back and played the 6-minute video back, I had full audio the whole time. So every time I switched the microphone out, it worked. But at one point when I unplugged I think this is what is this, the M1? I can't remember. I unplugged this guy from the camera. Right when I unplugged it, it stopped streaming. So something happened to it when I did that in the stream. I don't know what it was, but anyways, that's a little odd. So the next video coming out, since I'm just here, it's going to be about shooting film. Got a roll completed finally. Got a couple of rolls completed actually, but one that I know I've been looking forward to getting done is done, and I just got to set up and do the shoot on it and get the film sent out. And it's going to be a few weeks before we see that video done. In the meantime, I do want to be doing some other videos. Try to get up here and do that every now and then. I don't, so we're going to try to fix that here. Just got to start being consistent and making some content and get it out there. It's tough. Just a lot of time involved with it, and I need to learn some of the new, probably the AI tools to help get it done quicker and easier. Because I need the time assistance. Really, it's the time issue for me. That's where the big hindrance is in time. So. Oh, let's see. What are we on? 11 o'clock tonight. Hey, what's up, Matthew? How you doing, bud? This is the so if you're just joining, we're streaming from the FX30 through the Creators app on the phone to YouTube directly. So I'm just testing it out tonight more than anything. It works pretty good. I've had some definite problems getting the app to work right and get it going. I've had connection problems with the camera. It's almost like once it did it once, you had to like reset everything in the camera and go back, turn it all back on to stream again, and then it's finally kicked in and worked. So it's working. Kind of a cool feature though, because you can do a live stream just about anywhere you want with you got cell service. You can put a live stream and use your FX30 as the main camera. So it's that is pretty cool. So you might want to check that one out. I just did the update to 5.02. I think one of my lives past you asked me about it, and or one of the updates, whether it was 4 or 5. I was back still on 3, and I finally updated everything today. Even found a lens update on the 24-105. They had an update on it. Probably not relevant to me, but I updated it either way. Yeah, so no cables right now. I'll let the stream kind of show you maybe if it will find it. No. Yeah, I'm just on the phone. Camera's just mounted to a stand right now, and I am using my, try to be quiet with it, my little Sony S1 microphone. So it's linked to Bluetooth to the camera right now, and yeah, you could, with the wireless mic and set up to the camera, you could do a live stream just about anywhere in pretty good quality. Because right now I'm set to 1080. It'll stream out, but the camera will go up one step further to 1440. So if you're in a good 5G network, there's no reason why I couldn't even increase the resolution even further. I'm going to definitely be playing with it and see where else I can do it. So maybe tomorrow I'll go out somewhere to a park and check it out. So it says, have you updated the one where they have shutter angle? Yes, that's the one I did today. I think I got all of them today, but I hadn't done that, and I just saw that in the update notes. I think that was mentioned in the past, so it's in there. I haven't found it yet. I haven't played with it to find it yet, just because I started messing with the app and then turned into this. So that's where I'm at right now. What's the best way to update? Matthew asks. It's easy. It's really easy on the FX30 to update. Put your SD card from your camera in a computer, download the file, put it and save it directly on the surface layer of the SD card. Make sure the computer, you don't have a copy of the file or anything like that. Mac will add a 1 or a 2 to the end of the file name in the little parentheses or brackets, whatever you call them. I have a video out about that because I read into that, so I made a video about it. But if you just copy the file, once you download it from Sony's support website, right onto the SD card surface layer, you pop the SD card in the FX30, you go all the way down to your settings briefcase to version, and it'll show you the current camera version, the lens version, or actually no, I think the FX30 looks a little different. It says camera or lens. You click on camera, and then it'll show you the current camera version, and then there's a button that's usually grayed out that says a firmware update. I think something like that. You'll see it. Software update, firmware update. With the new software on your SD card, it will highlight and allow you to select it when it sees it. Hit the button, you select it, it downloads, does its whole routine. You're good to go, and it's all set. It's super easy with the newer cameras. The older cameras, my A7R2, I had to, I hadn't updated. Well, luckily there was no updates for the A7R2, but I did find one for the 24-105, and it was a couple years old already. I was surprised I hadn't done it yet, but the reason why I hadn't done it was it's a pain in the butt to do it through Mac. Sony now has a really good detailed outline instructions on what you have to do to your Mac with Apple's the M1 software or the Apple Silicon. They have a really good layout of what you need to do in the settings, which you have to boot into the bootloader mode or whatever, and get into those settings and change a couple things to allow it to download the extensions for Sony's software to communicate to the camera. Once you do that, it just instantly goes to the Sony software updater program, which is ran on a computer, and then it updates to the USB port on the camera through the USB port on the computer. That worked fine. It did the lens update, no problem, no issues there. So that worked. I was happy to see that, and that was done. So I spent like 2 hours just messing with that. Probably it wasn't easy, but I mean, if you know what you're doing with the computer, it's not too hard. I need to actually go in, so I can do it right now. I don't know. I won't do it right now because I got to go into the BIOS of the Mac, I think, or the bootloader mode. I got to shut down and redo all that, so I don't want to shut down right now. So You can use, let me see. No, the monitor does not work on the phone when you're outdoors. Okay, so you could probably, no problem. I would imagine it was still HDMI out from the camera. In fact, we can test that right now. I can do that. Um, Monitors. I'll find it. I'll go look for it. We can test that. But no, I'm only seeing the YouTube feed on the phone, so I can see comments. That's the problem. You can close, not close the app, but you can swipe out of it, get to YouTube, go into your feed. Now there is a delay, so let me see if I can figure out the delay. So here's a click, 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. About a 5 to 6 second delay from when I snapped my fingers to when it showed it on YouTube. So it's not accurate, but it's good enough. You can at least see your. Well, I can't think tonight. Uh, you can see your composition. That's what I'm looking for. So that works. That works well. Um, but of course, the FX30, like I was saying earlier, monitor and control app. If you don't have that for your FX30, definitely download that, because that lets you use your phone as a full-on remote with video feed that's very low latency from the FX30 right to your phone, and it only works on the cinema cameras. So the FX30, FX3, FX6, the 9 I imagine has something, but um, it it goes right through the phone, and you can adjust your aperture set, you can shutter, you can get the full menu access, everything with the monitor control app. I want to get an iPad to set that up, like when I'm recording, so when the camera's going to be away from me, I can have the iPad there to control my settings of the camera to really fine tune it rather than walking back and forth. Let's just see if the monitor plugs into it with the HDMI and turns on. Let me grab it real quick. I got a little arm bracket that the camera's mounted to. I just saw that monitor. What do I do with it? Here's the box. Oh, I did put it away. Okay. And the battery. And I'll need an HDMI cable. Display port. That's the display port. Oh, I got one right here, I think. I think this one will work. Let's try it. Okay, let's first just plug in the HDMI. Okay, so far we're still streaming, it looks like, with that plugged in. I need to just, like I said, it looks really good to not have any cables. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with this. This is a cool setup. Doesn't do StreamYard, of course, because ooh, we lost focus there. Oh, I probably touched the screen. Bump it back into autofocus. There we go. Okay. Of course, StreamYard, when I can have everybody come on. That's a whole other third party app, but through the computer. But so far, this is working. It's pretty good. Let's see what the monitor does. I bought this Best View monitor. I need to do a video on it, but it's inexpensive. It's a 7-inch, fairly inexpensive, extremely bright. It's like 2,000 nits, and I can attest that it does work good on the outdoor side of things. Dual battery slot. Get back in the light, so you can hot swap batteries if you need to. Let's go ahead and plug our HDMI in, and of course it's got all the good monitor features you'd come to expect a monitor to have. Let's see if it turns on. Maybe. Yep, there we are. So yes, We are streaming on YouTube. Do need a cable for this one, for the HDMI. Well, I got it set in anamorphic because the last video I did. Let's see if I can change that out. Brightness control. Nope, there it goes. Little. Oh, there. Okay, down here. It's got a couple little issues that I don't like, and that's the menu is kind of hidden by all the displays down here in the bottom. So that's definitely an issue. Yeah, iPod mini would work really good as a monitor. Oh, menu. There it is. It's hiding from me. Let's see. Display settings. We'll turn anamorphic. Close. There we go. We got aspect ratio, pixel, pixel, freeze. We got system. LUTs. We can turn the grid lines off. Close. Audio meters, left and right. Ooh, I like having that. Oh, right or left side of the screen, like that. Safe areas on. Peaking. Turn peaking off. Exposure assist with that close. Oh, there we go. Close the waveform. Histogram, close. Vector step, close. And there we go. So, the endless loop. So this works really good. Happy with that. So that works well, having a monitor for it. If you had to be a little further away, just need an HDMI cable for it. DJI Osmo Pocket 3 can do a similar live stream thing, but I haven't tested. I didn't know the Sony FX30 could do the same. I didn't know this either. So I only realized it going through the update notes. I saw something. No, I take that back. I figured it out through the Creators app. So definitely go on and get the Creators app from Sony, and then download the Monitor Controls app on your phone. Both of them work really good. I was hoping with the updated camera and make sure these apps are all the way up to date. It's been a solid year since I really messed with the monitor controls, so I figured I had issues where it would just drop off. It would lose connection with the camera, and typical Sony fashion with apps, they're not quite right. This one seems so much stable. The first live stream I did a couple hours ago with it, testing it, I lost it 6 minutes in because I was messing with microphones. From all parts that I could tell on my computer, the live stream didn't have audio unless I had the microphone disconnected. When I went to disconnect another microphone, it dropped. It lost the thing, the feed, I guess, from the camera to the thing. That's the one downside I see, is that if something happens to the feed from the camera, bad connection to YouTube, I think it loses connection entirely. Like it won't find the feed again and go back in to recover the live. You'd have to start a whole new live, and that's what I was kind of experiencing tonight. I think trying to get it up and running, but it is working and it is stable right now. Now, can you record while doing this? Or no? Yes, you can record. It is a straight up option on the feed if you want the camera to record what you're doing right now. I have mine turned off right now, but you can record while doing this. You can't use the camera to record. Well, no, you could, but you wouldn't be on your cell. You'd be using it to film whatever you can. But yes, you can record everything you're seeing while on the stream. So that's cool. So if you are, I guess, essentially, if you're at a shoot or at an event, if you're at an event, you want to live stream. I could have used this in Vegas with the FX30, and I didn't. But essentially, when I was there at Akira, like I did the live stream on my phone, and it worked great. I had like 400 views, like all at once. Those kind of live streams, like huge amount of impact as far as terms of watch minutes and stuff. But I could have did that with the FX30. Had a much nicer feed, better audio from me, had I known this. So live and learn. But yes, you could essentially be recording and live feeding at the same time. You can do that. Yes, I think the standard picture profile right now is just I think my picture profiles are off. Let me. I guess if we lose the feed, I'm not gonna get back on, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit the menu on the camera and just verify. So if this drops off, it's nice seeing you. Invalid during streaming output. Okay, I cannot get into the menu of the camera. My screen goes black on the. You guys can see me still, but the FX30 screen goes to invalid during streaming output when I hit the menu button. So you have to have everything set up beforehand. But I believe my picture profile is off. I know I am. It looks decent. So what else? What other questions? Okay, so can you explain one more time how to connect to YouTube? Let me hop into the app real quick. See if this will work for you. Okay. I need to be able to kind of see two things at once here. Okay. All right, let me get into the app. Creators app, monitor control app. Okay. So you have to, in the Creators Control app, I guess I can't leave the screen because this is the stream right now in the app that I've got going, and I can stop the output by hitting that button. We'll stop the feed. I've got my streaming destination. I have output image quality. I'm in medium, which is 1080, and then high auto power off high temp. I have set to high, and then you can set up your stream title. And I just used a generic one for this stream that actually stuck and worked. Once you're in the app and you're connected to the camera, it'll say connected via Bluetooth. You go down to streaming. It's the bottom big button on the app once you're in the camera, streaming, and then you click on it. You have to set up your YouTube channel and log into your YouTube channel in the Creators app. I ran into an endless loop problem, and this is one of the reasons why I'm writing a big lengthy letter on Sony Community Forum. If you have two-factor authentication turned on in your Google for YouTube, I couldn't get it to work. Every time the app would go and kick you out to do the two-factor, you go do the two-factor authentication where it has you log in or open your YouTube on your phone and confirm, yes, it's me. As soon as you go back to the app, it would go back to the button that says log into YouTube. And then I'd log in again, password into Google, all that, authenticate again, and it would log you back to that button. It was just an endless loop. So I assumed it was probably the two-factor causing the problem. I had to go in, deactivate the two-factor in my Google account. I was then able to go in and connect my YouTube channel to the Creators app. Once it was created, part of this test, what I'm doing right now is I went back in, I turned my two-factor authentication back on, verified it still works in the app. It does, so that's good, but I don't like the fact I had to turn it off to get the app to work. That's a setting in their profile of the app that they need to fix. So I'm sure somebody else had this problem. I figured the community forum would be a good place to put that information. If you're not part of the Sony Community Forum, I highly recommend you join in and go check it out. As a Sony advocate, I've got a little bit deeper connection in it, but this community forum is Sony's watching this thing like a hawk, and a lot of the XM Mark 6 headphones that came out, was it yesterday or day before? a lot of the details and stuff they fixed on that set from the XM5s came from suggestions in the community forum. And they're trying to really push the community forum for information from their customer and clientele base. Meanwhile, there's thus advocates in there, and there's a few of them that are very active in there. I don't get as active as some of these guys do get in there. I try to jump in every now and then to try to go through some and answer some questions. But there's a lot of good knowledge in here. There's some really, really sharp people in the advocate program that really know the product really well. And there's some really good answers in there sometimes. All right, I'll go back into YouTube, see what the comments. Okay. Nope. Okay, we're still there. All right, so that's how I connected it. Hopefully that answers it. Yeah, so I'm in there trying to write a thing about this app control because I think it's just a thing they need to fix in it and make it a little bit more streamlined. I am going to also add the difficulty I had with getting this live stream to work, and I couldn't get it to work until I reset the streaming. I had to turn streaming off on the FX30, which I turned on with the phone, but it wasn't turning it off. I don't know if it's because I had walked away or because of the crash. I don't know what happened, but it didn't work. I want to find out in this stream if it continues to be a problem getting into another one. But I had to basically, it was also a low battery. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I don't suspect it did, but I was down to like 15%. And I couldn't get it to do it. Switched the battery out. Had to redo that streaming, turn it off, and then go turn it back on through the phone again and start the stream. And it finally grabbed it and took it and loaded it to YouTube. And when you go into your dashboard on YouTube, you can go in and see the live stream pop up as upcoming, and you can program and set it. And then on this particular stream, it was set to private. I guess I missed that setting to go to public in the app, and so it created it. I was live. It was saying I'm outputting on the camera. The FX30's got a blue record box around the screen showing your streaming. It's not red like it would be when you hit record, but it's just a blue highlight box. So that's working. Let's see. That's cool. Have you heard of the rumors about FX2? I have. I don't know what it is yet. It's a higher megapixel. They're saying the A7 IV sensor, probably beefed up for cinema use. I would imagine they've tweaked it. The EVF, I think that's a great idea. There's been plenty of times I wish I had the EVF on the FX30. Now Sony does make an EVF that goes on the hot shoe of these cameras, if you can find it or if you can afford it. Those are the two big key factors there. But it does exist. But it's a bigger body, they're saying, thicker and chunkier than the FX30 or the FX3. So it's a new body. I don't know about all the AI stuff with all the new cameras that have in it, but it's enticing in the fact that if it is in fact a cheaper full frame camera, but they're saying, I guess the rumor is it's not an FX3 replacement. We should still see an FX3 Mark II potentially, but the FX2 is a whole new kind of like lineup of it, and we'll just have to see what exactly it offers other than a full frame sensor. And I'm excited for that. The thought ran through my head I could sell all the APS-C stuff I have potentially to afford it. I really like my FX30 though, so if the FX2 is the right price, and they're saying it's going to be $3,500, which puts it out of my price. If it's in the 2000s, there's potential possibility that I could sell some of the stuff I got here to be able to put that together. But I will just see what it is. I'm excited to see. We got this. It should be next week, the 28th. They announce it, so we'll find out soon enough. I don't have the insider information on it. They don't let me know that. So, hey Roy, how's it doing, bud? I saw you pop in the last one there with my headrest has left me. But yeah, it's just an impromptu test tonight. So I'm testing. I know Matthew's in here. He's been told. I'll just say it one more time. We're streaming from my camera, the FX30, Bluetooth to my phone, which is linking it to YouTube. And so I can do this anywhere essentially. I happen to be in my studio right now, but I could take this anywhere. And we're going to test it tomorrow. I'm going to go somewhere out in town and we'll do it live. That should be fun in the morning sometime to do that. And then the only cable we have involved right now is the HDMI cable going to the monitor to verify it's still streamed while connected to an output monitor, which it does. And one of the other questions was, will it record while you're streaming? Yes, it will record while you're streaming. It's one of the options to turn on or off when you set it up. That I won't complain about the lighting. Yeah, I've got my softbox like right here in front of me. It's way off balance. I just turned it on. I need something over here, and yeah, it's not. Is it a little overexposed? Probably. I don't know. Let's see if I can. I couldn't get in the menu of the FX30. Let's see. No. Oh, we can lower my ISO. I can move my ISO. So and I gotta click my aperture. A little less exposure, a little orange it looks like, but as it says, I guess the only thing I think to think about battery backup for your phone or FX30. Yeah, that would be something. If you haven't done this yet, Matthew, go pick yourself up this small rig battery right here, or any. I like this battery. It's a small rig. Come on, give me some light. It's black. There we go. There we go. Okay, so it's a USB-C charging. It's got a regular Type A output. It's the Sony L series small rig. It's about $80. And then buy yourself the small rig cradle for it. And I'll break something doing that. Something's about to fall, probably. Okay. Anyways, and you get yourself one of these, the Z battery plugins with the cord. It plugs into the small rig cradle, which I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'll do a video on it. But man, I ran this thing for like 6 or 7 hours without having to change that battery in the heat of the day before that battery finally ran out of juice. So yeah, it works really well. The phone battery so far. I mean, what are we into this live for now? What are we at here? To tell you guys, we've been at it for a while, and so far I haven't hardly used any of the phone batteries, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I just need a little fill. I agree. It's dark. I don't know where. Everything's all everywhere right now. I haven't cleaned up the studio. It's cleaner, but it's not. I need to figure out where all my stuff's at. No, haven't. The phone hasn't turned off. It says, so have you. So you have to turn phone auto sleep off. No, it's been active the whole time. Hasn't fallen asleep while I haven't touched it. 43 minutes. Wow, that's a good live stream right there. Content over aesthetics. Yes, sir. Sony FP compatible battery. Is it the FP? I thought it was the L. It's the standard Sony battery that everybody uses for everything. That's what it is. What are these things? There's a smaller version of it. This is the NPF 750. It's an NPF, the standard old Sony camcorder battery that they turned into everything. So that's what that small rig battery is. Works good. The 99 or whatever it's called. What are you talking about, Matthew, there on that one? Oh, here you go. Do you know much about the small rig battery bank called 99 or something? I don't. I know they make a mini V mount, and then they make their V mount batteries. Haven't wanted to get into those yet, but I'd like to buy another one of these little FP batteries or PF batteries, F style, not L, F. L is. I think this was the L battery that these things used. Yeah, I need to get a battery and test this thing out. Some good old floppy drive action right there. This one, lithium, info lithium. Doesn't tell you. I think that's the. I think that might be the old ones. Small rig 99 is a mini V mount. Okay, yeah. Love them. Yeah, that one looks like a good option too because it'd be a lot more battery pack. If I want to expand my camera rig. Thinking about using that one. I saw they make a really cool cage for the FX30 and some other cameras where the screen opens up and goes against the side of the body, and then it expands out the back. I thought that was pretty cool to build a bigger camera rig out of it. The small rig and newer are biggest batteries allowed on planes these days. Oh, really? I didn't even think about that. You'd have to have a V mount isn't allowed on a plane. Is that what that is? But the mini is. Is that why they made it? I know for a fact I flew with that small rig. I only got my bag. They opened my bag and they opened it in both when I was leaving and coming back. They did open my camera bag up, and they didn't dig around in it. They just opened it, saw it was camera stuff, and said "wow" and shut the bag up. Yeah, but yeah, no, I do know you have to have those bigger batteries with you on the plane, not in their luggage or below. Mini V mount only allowed on planes. Okay, yeah. So. Well, this is turned into a live stream, guys. It's nice to see you guys here. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, so far the stream's holding out. We have a good connection. It looks like everything's going well. This is a great option. I'm definitely want to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere and shoot tomorrow to get some footage and. Of a video project I want to do. So I might go and do that live stream there, maybe in the morning before it gets hot. I don't know what's the weather tomorrow. Let's see. It says also even if you don't sign up for influencers, check out Creator Connections. Small rig newers and others pay like 10% per sale, and lots of brands will send products. Interesting. Creator Connections, small rig newers, others pay like 10% per sale, and lots of brands will sell products. So, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I've got a. Sony did set me up with their affiliate links, so I have that through CJ Affiliates, I think. I don't think I've sold anything, but they give you. It's a tiered commission rate, but Sony hooked me up on that one. So if I ever do sell anything, it'd be awesome. But yeah, you have to click on one of my links, which I don't really put out there. I need to update all my videos with links off of that because I do get surprised every now and then. I see something sold on Amazon, and Amazon makes me on a good month. It's like $5 right now, just because I'm not active. But every now and then, I sell something big on Amazon, like a lens or a camera, and I see a $10 commission. That's always kind of cool. Oh, Creator Connections is on Amazon Associates. Okay, I'll look into that one. See what that's about. I haven't seen or heard. I think I remember seeing an email about it. I don't think I followed through with it though. Creators Connections with Amazon. I'll check that out though. That's definitely. I mean, it helps. It helps. Really, my only overhead is my bookkeeping service, and I don't have normal income coming in from anything. I need to do something, but I don't. I have a quote out there for a video project coming up in June, but I haven't heard from them. Reached out. I'm pretty much discrediting it as it's a gone and closed, which is I'd like to get that job because it'll be a big job for the year for me, but I I don't have time for half the stuff I want to do, and doing it for somebody else isn't isn't really that enticing either. All right, let's see what else we got here. You'll make way more on influencers, trust me. Okay, well I'll check it out, man. That's a good tip. Yeah, the Sony one is it's I see it working well on probably Facebook, Instagram, some of those, but it's really not designed for YouTube, and nothing really is for YouTube. But you have those hyperlinks, and if people are willing to click on that hyperlink that looks really strange, uh, you get locked in on them. But they have to make a purchase, of course, too. And I know that's one thing nice about YouTube is they can just click on one of my links, and I'll sell something random, or on Amazon. Sorry, when you click on one of the Amazon links, it like locks your account to my account for 24 hours. So anything you buy in the next 24 hours is considered my commission because I led you to Amazon. So you could buy anything and everything. And I've seen lots of random stuff come across my sold items. That's weird. But all right, well, this test has been successful. I'd say I'm gonna probably shut it down, guys. Um, Roy says I do need a new laptop. Yeah, just go on one of my videos and click on one of them links, and you buy something from Amazon. It'll give me a kick. If you want to buy anything Sony, just let me know. I'll send you a link. But you got to buy it from Sony Direct. You're on Australia, so that's probably not going to work. But whatever. But um, yeah, the Sony one would be really cool to get one of them done. I'm testing Genius Link, which is supposed to open Amazon app directly. Lots of people and influencers use their phone and review everything in their home. Yeah, I know. Um, I've got a general list on all my lines. It's just a laundry list of all the equipment I use, which probably needs to be updated. I updated about a year ago, but probably need to update it again with just new links. I know somebody had told me that my links had stopped working at one point. I went and updated them all. I only found a couple of links that were expired or dead that didn't work, but usually it'll take you somewhere to that point. It'll show you to go somewhere. Oh, I see what you're saying. You use your phone for a 30 to 60-second video just to upload. Yeah, I'm not into that though. I mean, you could make money that way, but it's like I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I guess it just seems it's not why I'm here. I'm not here to make the content like that. I I try to keep the business side of this totally separate from my personal finances. So um, anything camera related, I don't.
Stop it. Stop that coughing.
I don't know why it does that. Uh, I don't know. I don't make any purchases out for cameras or anything like that outside of what I make off of my either working or for with camera stuff or my affiliate marketing income. Basically, uh, I don't have any marketing going into that. So let's see. Whoa, Roy, what's up, man? You're shooting me a $10 thing, man. That's freaking awesome. Coffee fun. Hell yeah, man. Thank you very much. Means a lot. Um, yeah, I like that too. Thank you, Roy. All right. Uh, yeah, it's just keeps it going, I need to get out and do some shoots and put some basic little cheap sessions out or something just to get a little money coming in. Uh, I get it, yeah. But I have so much good stuff I bought that I like. I could be reviewing, and I don't, and I should be. Um, I'll tell you this: I've been going to my little side hustle I've been doing that's separate from the camera stuff. Is I've we got one of those Amazon secondhand places in town called Golden Deals, and on Friday they put all the new stock out. It's $10 a box. Whatever the box is, it's $10. Um, Saturdays is $8, Sundays $6, Monday is $4, Tuesdays $2, and Wednesdays $1. They're closed Thursdays, so we'll go there on Friday. And I've learned to shop the place right, but you got to get there. I think more people have learned about it, and I'm not finding the deals I used to find, like on late Friday night or Saturday, as I used to. But I've found some really good stuff. Like, here's one. This is like on an $8 day. I found this box, right? And they let you open it up and find out what's in it. But this is I don't think it was like $300. I think it was a $300 thing. AK HDMI switcher. So I was going to use it for something, and I don't think it's going to work for my intentions. So I may try to sell it. But I've got that. Lots of shelving, brackets, shelf brackets. I mean, those things are like $10-12 now at the store, and I find like 8 of them for $10 on Friday. So, we're buffering. He says. He says we're buffering. Well, is it back up? Let me know. It shows good on my end. I have that switcher on my checklist at Amazon. Really? Well, I can tell you, it looks like a nice piece. But this one, what I thought I could do is send multiple inputs to it and out to one output and select the ones coming in. But I haven't tested it yet, so maybe it will work backwards. But this one's designed to take 4 PC inputs to display out to up to 4 monitors, all off the same. Like, this is what didn't make sense about this particular one, is it says you can plug in 4 PCs to here to output to one display set, so I could change my computers. PC 1, PC 2, PC 3, PC 4, and I haven't plugged it in yet to see if it'll work backwards. Because what I want to do is plug in the PS5 I've got over there, or a couple of them, and go out to the TV on one output through the wall with one HDMI cable, rather than have a whole bunch of cables going out. But 4 PC, 3 monitor, 4 in, 3 out, 4x3. So the HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort is version 1.4, USB is 3.0. I don't know, but it was like I said, $130 or $300 or something. Kind of cool to find it. Well, I mean, I've got shelves. I've got like this kind of stuff. Cat 8, 50 or 100 foot roll of Cat 8. Probably I don't buy cables on $10 days. I buy this stuff on like Mondays for like $4. I've got hundreds of cables I've bought, probably. HDMI cables, 50 footers, 100 footers, good HDMI cables. I've got, what else have I bought? The arm bracket this camera's on now. It's a desk clamp, so it's mounted clamped to my desk back here. It's a swivel bracket and I found the ball head, a tripod ball head, really nice fluid ball head with lockdowns. that this camera is suspended on. Now the idea behind that is no tripod on the ground. It's right off the desk. That's why I'm sitting up from it. It's got the full background in view there. I'll probably sit back a little further from my normal YouTube videos, but keep the background intact. I didn't really care for shooting the anamorphic lens in it. And if you watch my last video, I shot the whole video in anamorphic in the studio here. It was kind of cool, using the Shure lenses for that. But it's just the autofocus works so much better for YouTube. And then I like to get the anamorphic squeeze. This is something else I'm going to tell Sony, unless they fix it in this update. To get anamorphic D-squeeze, the FX3 or FX30 does in the menus now, you have to be in log. You can't do it out of zero picture profile. So that sucked. And I ended up shooting in log, and I hadn't have good color balance. It was just kind of, I didn't like it. Have you ever seen any camera sliders there? I haven't seen a camera slider yet. I have found lots of GoPro mounts, lots of GoPro accessories. I found a camera cage for the ZV-1 there. I found an A7S III camera cage there. Small rig. So I found several small rig cages there actually, and I bought every one and sold them because that's what I've been doing. Is I've been flipping stuff. Like I'll buy tools. I'll buy all sorts of stuff. If I can get it for $10 and make 50, I'm flipping it. I've bought some stuff that I bought for $10 and sold for 100, 150 because it's just some of it's high value. So there is deals to be had. You got to spend a few hours searching for it to find it, but it works out. So that's been a little side hustle we've been doing. Me and my wife like doing that. But found several tripods. I don't think I have one handy. Lots of monitor mounts. That's the one I found. I've got used. I've got a TV stand I bought. I've got this one that I've got over here on my dual monitor setup. That one I bought there. It's a nice dual monitor clamp mount for the desk. I bought that one there. So, $50, $60 mounts, $80 mounts for $10. I bought and sold a ton of stuff. So it's just always, you go in there, spend about $100 buying a bunch of different stuff, and then just flipping it. And I think people figured out that's what they're doing. So people are making little side hustles with it, and it's been a little tougher to find the good stuff to do that with if you're not there early. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff I want to do reviews on the Sony side with my old stuff. That whole rack over there, I got to take it back out, and I got to make a video on every component, and then I want to get it hooked back up because right now none of it's hooked up. It's just there for show. I want to get this thing cranking again with some speakers. I found one of my art projects I want to do. I got two I want to do right now with Sony stuff. One, I've got about 50 old Sony TV remotes, remotes from different components. They're all Sony remotes. I want to make one or two things, either a wall art with it or a coffee table. And I always lean toward the coffee table, just I didn't know where for it. But I remember growing up with my dad and all his Sony stuff out, we had like 8 remotes on the coffee table all the time. And my mom would always complain about all the remotes everywhere. So I thought it'd be really cool to do a clear epoxy pour over all the remotes and make the coffee table out of it. So that's probably what I want to do, or make the same thing but make it a wall art to hang up. But got that project, and then the second project I want to do, and it'll be something for the studio here, is, and I found one today even. They want $100 for it. It's an old Sony big screen TV. One of the old, like 3-tube TVs with the blue, green, and red tubes that go in the mirror and make the image reflect onto the screen. So somebody's selling one here in town. It's just like a 50-inch for $100, and it's worth the $100 to go buy. I refuse to pay for this project like that. So I told her, I said, hey, if you don't sell it, I'd be happy to haul it away for you. And she said okay, but I want to take the tubes out and get them lit up and working, and make a wall art with the tubes hanging on the wall, and have those three, the red, green, and blue tubes lit up in the background. I think that would just be cool to have. So that's one of my other things I want to do. Let's see. Well, it's midnight for me, guys. I think I do need to cut it off. I wasn't planning on going on live like this long, but I appreciate you guys coming on. Roy, thank you again. Matthew, thank you for coming in. It was good seeing you guys. I'm gonna probably be set up to do live Monday, so I haven't decided what I want to do that video or what I want to cover on it. But I need to. If I get time tomorrow, I'll get organized and do a video on that, and have more of a proper like idea of what I'm gonna do in that video. That's what I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that. Roy, I'll talk to you later. Take care, Matt. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. See how this shuts down. All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks again, Roy.